What's up everybody, JPM here, fighting game player for Goliath Gaming, and we're going to be talking about a different topic this time. We're going to be talking about playing strong players. You know, the funny thing about this one is that most people actually avoid playing strong players. That's like the funniest thing to me, because you only get better by playing a stronger opponent. But what does playing a strong opponent do for you? You know, so let's start by the basics. You know, obviously playing a stronger player, you can't necessarily jump on him regularly. You know, they're obviously gonna be anti-airing you. You know, even if they miss that one anti-air, they know what to do in that situation. So what they do is they teach you through their skill. They teach you situational awareness. You know, you'll know what to do. Like, okay, in this situation, what are my options? Because every time I did this, this player punished it. You know, every time I did this, this player was ready for it. You know, what are my options in this situation? You know, playing strong players also helps you to keep calm under pressure. What I mean by that is they know when they smell blood. You know, if you played a Nakadi player in V-Trigger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, they definitely smell blood. You know, and the minute you panic, you're dead. You know, strong players obviously know how to capitalize on fear. You know, especially in fighting games. Fighting games, fear is like, it's like the downfall of everything. You know, and keeping calm under pressure. Especially in Street Fighter 5, you know, the game is so mentally taxing, it's unbelievable. But yeah, keeping calm under pressure is something you'll definitely learn to do that more consistently by playing stronger players. You know, especially let them pop that comeback mechanic, my guy. Let them pop it and you'll see flames, you know. But yeah, as well as help you get your execution on point. What I mean by that is, obviously, if your execution is pop, they will know. They'll definitely know when this combo ends, you know. And in between that, if you drop it or whatever, they know how to capitalize on that. Well, instantly they'll know, you know. It's just more of, it comes with experience. That's all I can say. It just comes with experience for you to, if you see that he dropped a combo, to capitalize, and by looking at the character, the animation of the character is like, oh, can I punish him? Yes or no? You know, those kind of things. Small things, but definitely stronger players will not let it slide. You know, they'll definitely not let it slide. And they also, going back to situational awareness, they will show you what your character can and cannot do in specific sequences, in specific moments. I'm going to give you an example. Listen. So, Abigail players who know the Karim matchup, they know that Karim players don't like facing Abigail. You know, why is that? It's because jump heavy kick is a cross up that Karim can't walk under. You know, it's actually a really troublesome button. You know, a strong Abigail player will know that Karim can't deal with that. You know, through that you will know, okay, you know what? Every time when I'm in this situation, this nigga does this. You know, what are my options? You know, okay, I can go with V-Trigger 2. You know, V-Trigger 2 definitely stops the cross-ups. You know, it stops the cross-up, it stops the parries, because Karim doesn't necessarily have anything to deal with, not necessarily the parry, but the armor breaks. Karim doesn't necessarily have anything to deal with the armor breaks. So V-Trigger 2 is the way to go about it in the matchup, you know. But that comes when you watch, especially when you watch a lot of tournaments and actually play the matchup. You will then find value in those small things. You know, that comes with also playing stronger players. You know, what's a bad matchup for you? You all know, because so this is actually something that is actually very important, because now Poison is a bad matchup for Karim, you know, but if I play someone who I can spot that, okay, this guy is still a casual, you know, I won't go to a different character to counter Poison, you know. I've played I don't know how many poisons and I've beaten them, you know. But when I played a strong poison, I played item when I was in Las Vegas, and he mopped my Karine, you know. He mopped my Karine. That's when I was like, shit, this matchup is bullshit. You know, no wonder Punk is struggling so much, you know. And that's the difference between strong players and weak players, you know, because I don't necessarily like to call them weak, but like players who aren't really that strong, you know, that's the difference, because when I play them, I can abuse certain things. But when I play a strong player, I can't necessarily abuse it the way that I abuse it when I'm playing an ordinary player, you know. So which means now I need to figure out something more solid or pick another character, you know. What's this? Playing strong players also shows you the weakness in your characters, you know, where you are taking chances and what you need to tighten up, you know, especially when it comes to block strings. Let me give you an example, you know. I played a Sith player who always does what is those hands, you know, that he always does the medium version and the light version, and we kept him punishing it, you know. But the reason he does that is because all the players that he's been playing don't punish it, you know. But when he starts playing high level players or strong players, you know, it's now they punishing it consistently. So now it's like, okay, no, this is not something I should rely on. Sometimes he would go from -2 into, so -2 in SF5 is safe on block, you know. So he would go from a -2 into a button, which baffled me for some time, because you are minus, your option is to block, you know. But the reason it works is because all the players aren't challenging him when he's -2, but the strong players are always challenged, you know, and you got counter hit a lot of times for it, you know. Yes, in SF5 when it's -2, depending on which button it is, you can space it out, you know, so you can't be punished for it, you know. But that's something you obviously will learn when you play stronger players that always challenge you. You know, when you are minus, they will always challenge you, and then you need to need to start looking at frame traps. You know, how to frame trap, because you know he's gonna punish him. How do I space it out so that he can't punish, and instead he will whiff, so I can whiff punish him. You see, but those kind of things you only learn when playing strong players. It's why it's always important to play strong players, you know. I personally I play anybody, you know. If you're strong, even better, you know. I always welcome a challenge, because matchups also, how do I put it? They also make, as much as he might be weak to you, but because it's a bad matchup, he might not be weak to me, you know. So that's why I play anybody and everybody, you know. And plus they always do some random stuff that is always like new to me, you know. But yeah, guys, it's always important to play strong players. Don't run away from them, you know. I see a lot of people running away from strong players, you know. Don't do that, you know, because that's the only way you're going to improve. What happens when you meet him in a tournament? Because you're just going to get waxed, you know. And what was that? So then what was all the running from, you know? So, but yeah, guys, that's my 2 cents on it. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you agree, you know, if you agree with what I'm saying. But just for me, playing stronger players makes you a stronger player. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Catch me next time.